Good morning, everybody. We're coming to you live from inside the main build facility here at Bubba's Exotic Motorsports. I'm Tom. We all know the Master Bub. Good morning, Bub. How you doing today?
Morning, dude. Just doing good already, man. I'm trying to crank away here in the facility. You know as well as I do, man, this place is literally, I'm looking for a full-time manager to run the front of my business right now. I need someone that sits from 7:30 to 4 p.m. every day at the front desk if I need it. It's just that simple.
It's brutal, man.
And we are by appointment only. We've literally had 20 people come in here today, and they're literally nothing more than hanging out. I don't have time for that. Not being a dick, I just don't. I've got to get cars done.
It's been a long day so far, ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen.
Serious deadlines, and I don't have time to just sit around and kumbaya, dude.
That's it. That's it. That's what happens when you're the best out there. Bub, we told everybody yesterday, good morning to all our sponsors, Monkey in Paradise, the Social Vodka, Monkey in Paradise. What's your paradise? Met with Mac today, some really good stuff. Max today from Monkey in Paradise. Got some really exciting stuff going on. This is a Monkey in Paradise car right here. Bubba's Exotic Motorsports, BubbasExoticMotorsports.com. Miss Outlaw Boutique, where on the 5th and 6th of May, Bub, you, Miss Outlaw and Robin will be holding a glam fest over there where the girls, you can buy a $10 ticket. There's only a few left here.
Yep.
$10 ticket that allows you to go in and get your hair done and face jewelry for Sunfest, the big 5-day event of partying and rock and rolling here. So go to Miss Outlaw Boutique's Facebook page and sign up for, you can buy a ticket for $10 and get in there and have them do that. It's pretty cool. Robertson Racing, Robertson Racing LLC. But we're talking about a lot of these exotics that we've been doing lately. We have Tony Renzi from TonyRenzi.com sending down a beautiful $700,000 car. We'll be featuring that tomorrow. We'll be here later today. Today you're working on one of the Monkey in Paradise R8s, huh?
Yeah, man, absolutely. You know, this is a car that, again, comes to us because they know the quality of work that's going to go into it. The design of what we're doing to this car is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be what it should be for an R8. I mean, this is a 2017 Audi R8 V10 Plus. Everybody knew this car from the release of Iron Man back in, like, what, 2005, 2006? 2008, maybe. I think that was the first year, right? I'll tell you, man, these cars have always been good looking. They've always been animals. Right now, this thing is one of the top dogs on the street. It is, as well as the Lamborghinis, which, you know, they are in the same bed together now. With some of the higher end Ferraris. I mean, today's cars are just getting so freaking outrageous. Literally supercars that are running 0 to 60 in under 2.5 seconds is insanity, dude. And now there's a Demon that's coming out. Come on.
832 horsepower, 2.3 seconds, 0 to 60.
2.3 seconds, 0 to 60. Nothing can touch that. I don't care if it's this, if it's a Ferrari, if it's a Lamborghini, if it's a Bugatti. It's not touching that. 0 to 60 in 2.3. That's insanity.
That's flying, man.
That's pulling a couple of G's out of the hole.
It really is.
That's pretty good.
Bub, tell us a little bit about, this was an interesting story. The client, Monkey in Paradise, who is one of our sponsors, they were on the way in with this car and it wound up shredding the left rear tire, Bub. We had to go out with our touring trailer and pick that up off the side of the road. Our producer's saying we have a question. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, we got a comment from Monkey in Paradise. They say, you monkeys are the best in the biz.
Well, thank you, Monkey in Paradise. We appreciate it, man. You are truly the top shelf sponsor.
But it's not me who's monkeying around.
Monkey in Paradise is our paradise. And by the way, we are working with the Monkey in Paradise R8 right now. By the way, you will be choosing the winner of the Monkey in Paradise hashtag Show Us Your Monkey contest here coming up.
Wait a minute. Can I stop this whole thing for a second? I just did kind of a quick overview and a kind of a rundown in my head of, you know, we've got a lot of, Monkey in Paradise has been great to us. You know, it's been a great partnership. We love it. Everybody succeeded and moved the bar up, which is exactly what we're looking for. Monkey in Paradise might be as bad as you. Listen, we have a shredded tire Audi R8 in the facility right now. Hold on.
Perhaps I was driving each one of those vehicles.
We have the Monkey in Paradise Maserati in the facility right now for paint and body. And we have the total MIP Challenger.
The Monkey in Paradise Challenge.
What is happening
I
with
take
the monkeys?
responsibility for the Challenger, ladies and gentlemen.
So I will say, I have a feeling they might just be as bad. The only thing I'm missing is the vet, the C7. I hope I didn't just jinx it.
Did I tell you about what's coming in this afternoon?
No, come on.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it was right.
No.
Yes, it was right. They said it was.
I knew we had plans, but not right now.
Yeah. So anyways, Bub, this beautiful Monkey in Paradise R8 was coming to you to have some custom lighting installed in the back side of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it wound up picking up a nail in the tire, and it literally shredded the tire off the back of the left side of this vehicle.
Yeah.
Very, very lucky no body damage was done.
It was this situation, and I know our producer has some photos of it that will, once he does the full editing of this, you guys will see exactly what it was before and after. But I will tell you, this couldn't have gone down any more lucky. Literally, I mean, these guys were driving the car, and I'm sure probably closer to the 80, 90, 100 range. That's reality. I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do on 95, especially when you're just naturally cruising. Literally, most people cruise at 85 plus in just basic. I mean, Kias are like out there getting it, dude.
Exactly.
And because the suspension is not tight, that's why it's a little up and down, because they just float everywhere at that speed. They're not safe. I'm sure that's what was going on with it. The guys were out cruising. There was a screw in the tire, and it did nothing more than just go low on air. And this is one of those things where it's all about paying attention to your systems. In this case, they thought it was something minor. It was just low on air pressure. Tires do lose average 1 to 2 pounds, we've discussed this, on oxygen, not nitrogen. But if you're running just basic oxygen in the tires, they do lose 1 to 2 pounds every month or so. So you always want to stay up with that. This is a brand new car, so you know it wasn't something that, the car is 3 months old, so it can't be that low on air, so it had to be related to something else. This was nothing more than a screw in the tire that at those high rate of speeds, and it just created natural heat and friction with the tire being low on air pressure. It ran low, and it literally just burned through the sidewall of the tire. It cut through it like a razor blade.
Sure did.
So that's what we were left with. Fortunately, these guys were a quarter of a mile down the road, which was the luck, I can't tell you, dude. Naturally, when tires blow out, they shred. I'm sure everyone out there has seen shredded tires on the road. When the tread literally comes off, it rips the entire paneling off the side of the car. This is a rear mount engine vehicle, just like the Lamborghinis, just like the Ferraris. When these tires shred, they usually take everything out behind them. Naturally, they do. This was the most lucky of lucky I've ever seen.
And not only that, they were just down the road. We hooked up the company touring trailer, went down the road and got him. Now here's the funny thing about it, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
wasn't funny, dude.
Bub's so big, he can't get in and out of these cars because of his strength and his upper body mass. When we got him loaded in the touring trailer, he couldn't get out of the car, so he had to stay in the car with the motor running and the air conditioning on until we got him from the side of the road all the way back to the facility. Clever me thought I'd leave the side door open, the concession door open.
Of course you would. Why wouldn't you think
and decided to go, not remembering that the airflow was coming back across the trailer and almost ripped the door off the trailer.
Hooking the door. I mean, naturally. You literally created a hook for the air to grab on.
I did.
But why were you going so fast, dude? When I was sitting in this car,
Did you feel like you were going real fast?
Are you kidding me? I could hear not only the sound of the dually, like pulling up some speed, but I could hear like our tires on our trailer are freaking crooked from the axles falling off of that thing. Let's answer the question on that too. Why don't we?
Over 1 million miles on that trailer.
So I can feel like the groaning in the tires as they're rolling, but then I'm like, dang, this guy is picking up speed, dude. And that's when I started, for my own safety and my own health and well-being, I did a Facebook live feed. So if you didn't see it, go to my personal Facebook wall. You will see it from yesterday. A live Facebook feed inside of the brand new Audi R8 in the BEM trailer, closed, total hot box, dude. I didn't want to run the car because I didn't want to die. I didn't want to. You guys would come in and I'd be out in the car.
Bub was probably standing over there looking for a brake pedal to slow me down inside the trailer. Did it work?
I didn't know. Okay, that's the first time I've ever done a situation like that. You have to picture this. So picture yourself in a car, confined, super hot, probably 90-something degrees yesterday. Inside the trailer was naturally 100 plus by
91
itself.
degrees yesterday.
Super hot in the trailer. This car had just been driving from West Palm to here, so the engine was nice and warm. So I was literally in an oven. I'd say probably about, what do you cook a Totino's pizza at?
350 degrees, ladies and gentlemen.
I wasn't at Totino's temperature,
For
but
12 to 15 minutes.
I wasn't at.
I have a pizza maker I used.
I was probably closer to the 150 range. It was hot. I was sweating. I just didn't want to start the car. So I'm like in this hot box essentially. Our producer considers a hot box something else. He always says it, but I don't know what he's saying. But this felt like a true hot box, and I literally didn't know what motion I was going to have. Like when you started taking off, everything's pitch black, I can't see. It's like riding a roller coaster that you can't see and you can't control. Well, you can't control roller coasters, but I was sitting in this car and I'm like feeling the motions and like the suspension going up and down, and then I got the noises from the trailer about to fall apart, and then the door on the front of the trailer slammed shut like a scary movie. I literally didn't know if I was going to throw up everywhere inside of this R8.
Sounds like a ride I'd like to have taken. That's the way I would have done it, ladies.
And then we go to pull around the corner, and sure enough, dude, I guarantee you that we came in hot. Hashtag came in hot. When we pull around the corner, I could tell we were getting close to the facility because I could feel that we were slowing down. My spidey senses were telling me we were slowing down.
You're the Hulk, not Spider-Man.
It doesn't matter. Let me tell you, dude, I knew we were at the facility when I heard the entire trailer drag the ground because you have to back it into our facility at the angles of our driveway. He just full out gung-ho straight in, so the angle had me dragging the ground for probably 25 feet.
I didn't
so
want
I
to
knew we were
stuck in
there.
the driveway, ladies and gentlemen.
At that point, I went ahead and started the car because I literally had sweat like running out of my nose. So I started the car to cool it down. Really cool. Check out my live feed. It was really
It's
fun.
right there, ladies and gentlemen. Only these things can happen here. Hey, Bob, talk to us a little bit about what you're doing outside of replacing the tire on this thing. You're doing some lighting in here, some custom lighting.
Yeah, so, you know, one of the really cool things about these cars, a lot of these rear-mounted cars is they love to display their engines. I mean, a lot of these things, even all the way back to like the early 80s and 90s when they were still rear-mounted, they made it so you could always see the engine from the outside of the car, meaning looking in, you could always see it in some sort of way. Really cool idea. I've always loved it. That's been my thing with these. I love looking in, and they're all very similar. You know, they all have the engine running front to rear, and it's either, you know, Lamborghini scripted on it, Maserati scripted on it, Ferrari scripted on it, or in this case, the Audi. I think this one's what, 4 rings? Yeah, so this has the Audi 4 rings. So it's a really cool design, looks really good, but why wouldn't you want to show that off, right? So this client wanted to accentuate that essentially. So what we did was we had Oracle send us in flexible lighting. This is something that's huge now in today's world, is LED lighting. They take nothing to run, they look really cool, and they last a really freaking long time. Why wouldn't you want to do it? So we had Oracle send us in some actual flexible rope lighting, and this is the way these kits come. Super small. They're really good to use, not very expensive, and they do everything you want them to do. So I don't need this one, so I'll just open it and show you. But these are literally just ropes. It's like 3M tape, and you can see how flexible it is. These are lights. So this is today's world right here. This is what you can do. You can literally wrap these things around your fender wells if you want to go inside of them. You can do whatever you want with these things. Get them in any color possible. They take nothing to run. And they literally have joints every inch that you can cut these. This is a strip of 36 inches long. You can cut this at 2 inches if you wanted to. If you just wanted to light up your ashtray area, or if you wanted to do footwell lighting above your feet, you can buy a 36 and, you know, whatever your floorboard compartment is, you can cut it to that. All really cool looking upgrades. Depending on how you wire them is how you want them to work. You can hook these up to factory dome lights, interior lights, so when you open the doors, you get that stock style appearance. These things are great to use. So what I did was ordered 3 strips of these. I went ahead and did the strut brace on this car, which is right here, disconnected. So this is the top side of the strut brace of this car. As you can see, the wiring right here is off the back side. This is what you guys see when you look into the car. This mounts to the body of the car. This mounts to the top of the strut. So this is essentially how it sits in the car, just like this. So when you look in, this is what you get. Visually, you can see no lighting at all, no modifications, no alterations anywhere. And what I've done is mounted 2 36-inch strips of bright blue LEDs all the way across the bottom side, the forward side, and on the downward angle. So no matter what you do, no matter what angle you look at, when this is mounted to the car, you'll never see these lights in here. They will just give you the glow you want. For a reality standpoint, the brightness of this is ridiculous. These things, pretty much like headlights.
So over on the painless cart, which is what Bub uses to do all his electrical, we can see this is now what will be seen as you open the hatch or even close.
I'm going to run it from a switch inside the car, so whether it's at car shows, whether it's being driven, this will always be able to be on.
And we can see that that's a beautiful blue that matches the beautiful blue of the Audi itself. Just another little fine touch.
And these come in many colors. I mean, these things literally, you can buy them for any color. It's nothing more than a 12-volt power supply. As long as you know how to do your basic electronics and wiring, you can make these things do anything you want them to do. You can hook them up to audio systems so that you can line your entire trunk, so when you have your amp turn on, it's remote turn on, you can literally have those lights turn on as well. So these things are endless, the possibilities you can do. We're starting to run these things on all of our custom motorcycle builds. There was a day where motorcycle LEDs were these
Big, bulky.
They were, and you would only get 4. So it was like an oval that was probably 1 inch wide, or 1 inch wide by maybe 3 inches long, and it had just a little 4-pack of a circular 1/2 inch diameter 4 LEDs in the center of it. So the light illumination, it was terrible. It was kind of more of a direct array. It shined on one spot. You had to have these things plastered all over the bottom side of your fenders and your tank and the bottom of your forks to really even get some light going. They look cool, they did their thing for the time. This flexible lighting from Oracle, dude, is insane. I mean, you can literally roll this around the entire fender, and if you can run out at like the fender mounts at the front fork, you can hide all your wiring, and you will illuminate your entire wheel. In today's world, those are usually 26 and 30-inch wheels, which look amazing when they're lit.
So, Bub, that's a great, thank you for taking us through this. Ladies and gentlemen, something new we wanted to bring to you. We promised you yesterday, we're making a new addition to the Bubba's Exotic Motorsports family here. We've decided to continue building the business in a different direction as we move more and more and further into the exotic car market. Everything from the European to the Italian market.
Did you hear that Maserati? Do you hear that sounds, dude? Like the depth that comes through?
That's the Monkey in Paradise Maserati being moved over into our body shop, getting ready to have the paint bodywork done on the hood. And
I'll tell you, man, some real muscle sounds good, and you can't go wrong with just a nasty, raw chopping camshaft from a true American V8. You can't go wrong with that. But these just have a totally
high-end
different sound.
exotics, man.
They have that sound.
They really do. They really do. So, Bub, what I'd like to do is introduce everybody to our new family member here, Bub. Let's talk a little bit about Vinny Colombo and tell everybody a little bit before he steps on about his background.
Yeah, so absolutely. Vinny comes to us with the highest of high in not only his reputation, his demeanor, his style, his personality, his quality, and his skill set. It's absolutely insane. Licensed from Lamborghini
certified, Alfa Romeo, and Ferrari.
Which doesn't get any better than that.
Certifications.
Which is, that's literally, okay, so a lot of guys think, yeah, okay, maybe it's just another cert. This is not another cert where you just went out and you're like, oh, I'm AOC certified. That's not it.
No.
Like, that's basic. You knew how to touch a set of wrenches and unbolt some crap. This is the most intense skill set you will possibly ever need in this arena. It truly is.
We will be setting up an entire exotic car area right here in the facility.
Yep.
Vinny's going to be setting that up. You'll want to come see that, ladies and gentlemen. It will have an exotic car lift in it that allows these lower cars to get on it. There will be illuminated.
But you're still
Ferrari.
you're not putting anything on.
I can drive them right on the lift. There'll be
really.
illuminated Ferrari signs in here. It's going to be really cool. It'll be right next to the Woodward fabrication. So, ladies and gentlemen, with a tremendous amount of pride, I want to introduce everybody to Vinny. Vinny, please join us here on the set. How are you today? It's good to see you, Vinny. How is everything? Jump in here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vinny Colombo. Vinny is a true Sicilian Italian, correct? I've got it right, correct?
You got it.
Tell the whole world that's watching out there a little bit about your background and why you enjoy these exotic cars, man.
Vinny,
He smells good.
You smell good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now?
Thank you, Vinny.
Whatever that is, I need it. All right, can you rub on me later?
Sure.
Okay.
I can rub on you right now.
Hey, whatever you want. Just a little of that smell is amazing.
Vinny, tell us a little bit about, and the producer's got a question. Tell us a little bit about why the exotics, man, and why you got so good at these things, man.
Well, I go back to when I was 8 years old, and my father took me to a race, a very prestigious race in Sicily. The name of it is Targa Florio, 1968. Watched these cars go by me and just listening to the sound and just like stuck on me. And my father said, "Are you going to become a furniture maker like me?" I said, I want to be a mechanic. I want to work on those cars.
So you wanted to play with the cars.
I wanted to play with
Since the age of 8 years old over in Italy, and you got bitten, right?
Got bit, came over here in 1970, and it was all history from there on. And I started tinkering with Alfa Romeos, then went on to Lamborghinis, and then went on to Ferraris. And that was it.
And from there, it's never looked back, right?
Goosebumps.
Gives you goosebumps, right?
I'll tell you, man, it's like I mentioned a minute ago with the Maserati sound. I mean, there's nothing like, and I'm sure it's engraved in the back of your memory from when you were 8. But the sound of these engines that go past you, the 10 cylinders, the 12 cylinders, when they scream past, And when you hear that high RPM, it's insane.
Yeah, and, it's like Ferrari, Maserati, and Lamborghini. They spend a lot of money on their exhaust system just to fine tune them.
Yep.
It's not like, oh, okay, we got these.
It's not piping in a muffler.
Yeah, let's put my muffler on, let's go for it. No, they spend a lot of money, a lot of, dyno testing and all that. And just like the Ferraris, when they get done building a car, they go out on a 30-mile road test through the mountains of Maranello. And that's why you get a car, you don't see 0 miles on it, you see 100 miles on it.
Yeah, it's been tested.
They drove the
Road
car.
tested.
They drove the car before. So ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to have Vinny join the Bubba's Exotic Motorsports family here. And Tony Rienzi, TonyRienzi.com, he's going to be bringing these exotics in and out of here and moving these cars in and out for sale. We're very proud of that. Monkey in Paradise, I mean, it's just a great thing. Mr. Producer, did you have some questions over there? I know you held your phone up.
We had Sharon Colombo here, and she says, "Go Vincent Colombo, so proud of you, babe. You guys are getting the absolute best for sure."
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon Colombo is Vinny's wife, and Vinny is, that gives me chills, man. Vinny's a very welcome addition to this family, and Sharon, thank you for those very kind compliments. We appreciate it.
My backbone.
There you go.
That's
your
it.
backbone, man. Your backbone. Anything else, Mr. Producer, for today?
That's it.
Yeah, anything from Joseph? Have we heard from Joseph Kramer at all?
I actually got a message from Michael McCloskey. He says, great to see the evolution of VEM. High-end cars are nice. Just don't forget about the American classics, like the 69 Mustang convertible.
We have several 69 Mustang
How about-
convertibles around here.
But what if Mike magically received his car back with a V12?
With a V12 in it. What if Vinny put a V12 in that down there on the exotic side of it?
No problem.
Yeah.
That would be a sound right there.
That'd be a neat sound.
You hear a Mustang go past you with a V12 at 10,000 RPM? Oh yeah.
Pretty cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty neat sound.
That's a sound.
So, Bob, I'm going to let you jump back into this thing. Vinny, welcome to the Bubba's Exotic Motorsports family,
Thank you,
man.
Vinny. Thank you.
We can't thank you enough, man.
All right.
We really can't
I'm
thank you
looking
enough.
forward to it.
We really thank you enough. Thank
Just
you.
don't let him drive anything you're about to build. It's just gonna set you back.
Well, my thing is, I don't drive customers' cars.
Well, that
Not
doesn't
for
stop this
nothing.
guy.
I'll pull him in and out for you. Don't worry.
Sure I
We got
will.
this, man. We got this. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you have 5 days left for the Monkey in Paradise contest. It's coming up to an end there. Larry Wilson, we heard from you out there. He's up in Georgia, Bob. He's in Georgia. He'll be back down here. His son's here. I spoke with him yesterday, but he will be back down here to his upholstery shop here coming up.
Yes, very good. Looking forward to it.
So the Monkey in Paradise contest will be wrapping up. I know there is talk about a second Monkey in Paradise contest following up on the heels of this.
Oh, of course, it's never gonna end, but you've only got one shot to get this one done.
That's right. There's been over 200 monkeys sent out on this contest alone.
And I'll tell you, it's some seriously creative stuff, man. I'm literally having trouble picking one.
I know.
I keep going through them and I'm flipping back and forth through them because even once these things get submitted, I still make sure that these are fine-tuned and edited for the entire world to see. I'll alter them, but I do edit them so that the shadowing is right, so that the adjustments are right, so that these things are on point, so that the competition is equal all the way across the board. Some people don't know how to work their cameras that well. But I will tell you, man, it is a tight competition. Somebody's going to be a lucky winner.
Somebody's going to be a lucky winner.
And I can't win. That makes me sad. I can't win. Alex can't win. He's got some pretty good ones.
If you're
affiliated with Monkey, sorry.
or Bubba's, you can't win the contest. Monkey in Paradise does remind you to please drink responsibly. It is the social vodka, but be responsible. Miss Outlaw Boutique, please don't forget the 5th and 6th. There are still tickets available, $10 a piece to get ready for Sunfest. Go in, get your hair done, get your face jewelry. That's all done. Discount on clothing. Please don't forget about that. It's a great way to go down to Sunfest and look really, really, really good. Robertson Racing LLC. Bud's heading back to his beautiful wife in the Poconos today, but we'll be back the 2nd through the 10th, 2nd through the 7th for the detail seminar.
Yep.
That's correct.
That'll be a
Which
really
we'll be
good time.
holding right over here on our offstage floor. That'll be going on. Bubba's Exotic Motorsports, Bubba'sExoticMotorsports.com. Bub, who are we leaving out here? Everybody?
No, that's it, man. Stay tuned. Wait till you see our Instagram this afternoon. This R8 will have all 4 tires on it. It has 3 right now. It will have all 4. It will be detailed, it will be done, and it will be glowing. like an animal. So stay tuned for our Instagram, instagram.com/Bubba's Exotic Motorsports. Wait till you see these pictures. I'm telling you, it's going to look hot.
And one other thing, ladies and gentlemen, you'll want to not want to miss this segment coming up tomorrow. We will be joined live in-house by the guru, the electrical guru of the automotive world, Mr. Dennis Overholser himself from Painless Performance. He wrote the automotive book on electrical.
How do you think I'm wiring this car? Come on.
Enough said. And notice it's right against the Painless backdrop as well. So Mr. Dennis Overholser, if you guys haven't met the founder of Painless, the guy who innovated it, the guy who literally wrote the book on it, he'll be joining us live on set. He's on his way in from Texas just to spend a couple days with us because he loves you so much.
Forward to it.
And enjoys you so much.
Yep, looking forward to it.
So Bob, let's jump back onto this thing right here. We're gonna get on this Audi. Thank you so much.
Stuff out here.
So thank you very much for being part of the. Yeah, hey, you know what? Don't sweat over the camera. It's okay. You're gonna see a lot of them around you. You know what? Thank you, Vinny, for being part
Thank
of
you.
our family.
Thank you.
Tony Rienzi, TonyRienzi.com. If you want your exotic car, that's the man you have to go to, man. You guys got to come out here and see this
It's
live.
kind of, it really is, it does get hard because like when you're sitting there and you're looking at this website, you're scrolling and you just want to have like this cart where it says add to cart.
Yeah. Tony, I'll just
That could
put
get you
one
in
of
trouble.
each car in the cart if you don't mind. And
It's
just
that
send it to
simple.
me. Put it on my tab. How's
Yeah,
that?
that's it.
Well, let's get back on this thing. Till tomorrow, people. Just stand out there and make sure. He's going to get off there. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you step out today to reach and touch somebody's life in a positive manner. If somebody's hungry, feed them. If their shoes have holes in them, put a shoe on them. You know what? Open the door for an elder. Just do something kind to make somebody feel good. Make yourself feel better about the world today. Till tomorrow, keep on doing it. Bubba style. All right, well, where do you want me to put these lights for you?
Dude, just leave them right there.
No, I want to put the lights
No,
on.
really, leave them right there.
No, I want to help you over here.
That's all you need to do. Everything else is good.
Can I do some testing over here or something?
No, I already did the testing on the
I got a test probe in my hand.
No, just, you can set that back down.
You want me to help over here?
No, it's all good.
Where's it going? The paint?
No, everything's tested, it's all functional.
Yes. I see how this goes.